Hi guys, I'm Sean. This is Alyssa. Gus is in our hearts, and this is Internet Rabbit Hole Daily. Oh my goodness! Wow, look at you go, getting as much as you can out of that intro. We appreciate the hard work. Anyways, folks, we're checking out a new trailer, and this one I think Alyssa's gonna like a whole lot because it involves women, it involves comedy, and also a bit of a take on sort of, I guess, the fashion industry or society's beauty standards. So,
well, okay,
something you're always railing on against. So,
what do you mean always?
No, I don't know. I'm just teasing about that.
No, in the West, there's this big movement. Like, it started off on a good trajectory, but now it's just this, like, people on magazines being, like, extremely obese and the caption saying this is healthy. Like, I'm not that level of fat acceptance. I think there's, like, beauty acceptance and then acknowledging, like, to separate beauty from health, from worth, from I do think when I grew up, especially, like, it is changing, but yeah, there were still are, I guess, certain pressures to be maintain thin. To be thin, to not have hair on your legs or armpits.
I hear you.
Or upper lip.
I hear you. And not to have hair on your neck.
Literally, a guy grabbed my leg hairs in grade 6. This guy grabbed my leg hairs. Was like, Alyssa, you need to shave, and would, like, somewhat harass me until I I stole my sister's razor because my mom was like, "Oh, you're too young to shave." But yeah,
but now that people are teasing you,
this kid was telling me I needed to.
Oh my goodness!
So then I dry shaved my legs, not knowing you're supposed to use shaving cream. No water, nothing. Just dry shaved my legs.
What?
Because I was just so embarrassed and I didn't want to get picked on by this annoying person.
Yeah. I guess this was
so sorry. Yeah, this I
didn't have access to a computer.
I relate to this.
Yeah. Well, so it's obvious that this has been a big thing in your life ever since you were young. We're gonna see these two ladies navigate a similar landscape here. It says the journey of two plus-size women from Meerut, and Sarah Khanna from New Delhi. Okay, wait. Let me reread this again.
Okay, can we just watch the trailer? People are probably like, this intro's way too long.
All right, let's get into it.
We know what it's about. We have enough. It's called Double XL.
Yeah. Hey, stop it.
कुछ लोग औकात से बड़े सपने देखते हैं.
May I have the pleasure of a dance?
अब उठोगी या क्रेन मंगवाएं उठाने के? क्या करें हम इस लड़की का? अब उठोगी कि नहीं?
Oh my God!
यार मम्मी.
Her mom's so mean and her mom's kind of chunky too.
She was having such a nice dream.
दिल्ली जाना है हमें. Sports
Oh, she's eating samosas.
क्या बनना है?
भारत की जीत में जो एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ मैच के बाद ब्यौरा देते हैं ना, वो ये हमने खुद लिखे और डायरेक्ट भी किए हैं.
Wow.
माफ कीजिएगा राजश्री जी, आप ना हमें थोड़ी सी ज्यादा ही हेल्दी लग रही हैं.
और कुछ हालात से बड़े.
चैनल वाले तेरी फैशन ट्रैवलॉग की फंडिंग के लिए मान गए हैं.
Cheers.
Cool.
कितना अमेजिंग होगा ना अगर मेरी ब्रांड की शुरुआत भी वहीं से हो जहाँ से डैड ने शुरुआत की थी.
दुनिया को ना या तो सपने के साइज से एतराज होता है या देखने वाले के साइज से.
Saying XXL women. The
उन्होंने आपकी
title said XL.
मोटी.
Oh.
I can't believe I thought I could make a life with you.
Oh man.
In America, she would be like skinny.
Oh, look it! They're gonna meet each other.
What?
They're both plus-size girls.
2600 की फॉलोइंग है मेरठ में. इन लोगों को हमारे सपने का साइज नहीं दिखा, सिर्फ हमारा साइज दिखा. अब इसके आगे क्या करना है? हमको शादी नहीं करनी है. पर अगर मेरा साथ दोगी तो मेरठ जाकर किसी चूजे से शादी नहीं करनी पड़ेगी.
You're join forces. They're obviously both very talented.
आप दोनों लंदन ख्वाब लेके आइए ना, वापस जाएंगी ताबीरों के साथ. ये जोरावर रहमानी का प्रॉमिस है.
किसी भी मैच में शक्ल तो दिखी नहीं है तुम्हारी अब तक. योगेश के घर वालों से हाँ कह दे रहे हम. कुछ लोगों ने मिलकर एक स्टैंडर्ड बनाया.
Oh no, her mom's trying to get her set up.
वो स्टैंडर्ड नॉर्मल डिक्लेयर हो गया और हम लूजर्स लग गए अपने आप को एक्सेप्ट करवाने की दौड़ में. अब वक्त है बताने का.
And they're gonna meet some men along the way, I tell you.
Banana milkshake,
Ah!
strawberry milkshake, whipped cream on mine.
Wow, someone's
They're
hungry.
serious.
It just started.
Ah!
Pack karo. पर लौंडों की डिमांडें हो रखी होती है अलग. ब्रा तो बड़ा चाहिए.
They want-
पर कब
Ah!
इतनी सी.
Yeah,
छोटी
it's
सी.
so ridiculous.
तुमसे कुछ छोटा बड़ा मांग लिया तो कहाँ जाओगे?
Jays. Double
Yeah.
XL.
They're like not when they said plus size in that, like in America's version of, like America has such a big problem with obesity and stuff.
Everything's
Like
bigger in
that
America.
would be considered like you're okay, you're doing all right,
Yeah.
like in the States in regards, because there's people that like they can't even fit on planes
Well,
seats.
I think, well, I'll put it this way. I
So
think
I'm just saying they're doing all right.
if the ladies are looking to start some sort of business around fashion and plus size fashion, going to the West is a great place to go to start something like that. For example, I know
yeah.
here in our local town, we even have a store or two for plus size ladies. I don't know if that's the case as much in India. I'm getting the sense that maybe it's a bit different in India, but I suspect as with most countries these days, obesity is starting to become an issue. But it looks like fun. It's so nice to watch a movie trailer that just feels nice and warm and fuzzy and happy and like things are going to work out. No one's getting stabbed to death.
Yeah.
It's like
That's good.
comfort food or something like that. So anyways, what
That one looks
so
fun.
what's your final
I want to
verdict
see
there?
it. What are my thoughts? Had a thought, kind of lost it. Looked good.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about all the complexities of the beauty standards these days. The big one now is the Instagram models
Mhm.
and the editing of the photos.
Yeah.
And yeah, when they were saying, oh, they want you have this tiny waist, was it?
Yeah,
or be
yeah,
thin,
and
but have
and
big boobs and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, well, like the Kim Kardashian, if you will, sort of body.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's just getting like extremely pretty. Well, not extremely. Well, I don't know. She's getting pretty thin. It
Yeah, that's
seems
what I
like
heard.
she's
Is
lost
that
like a
is
lot
thin
of
is
weight.
now in again, so
There's
now the
this
Kardashians
rumor
have sort of switched gears
Her
here.
and Chloe are just getting like really thin. And there's this rumor that they're using this injectable medication that's for diabetic
Yeah.
people that makes you lose weight or whatever. So
Hey,
it's just sad though
you can
because
afford to do it.
they all
Yeah.
pretend they lie and they just say it's natural and they get all these surgeries, plastic
And
surgeries.
all these people are looking
they
up
get
to them.
Fat
Yeah.
injected into their butt, and then they go on Instagram and then they're like, "Yeah, this is just my natural body," and it is detrimental. Like I'm bad for seeing a lot of those stuff and then thinking that it's real, but so I follow a lot of these people that break it down and just expose it,
Yeah.
and they either do special little poses that like make your waist look thin, or they're face tune it. They're actually
So
editing.
here's-
They can
yeah.
edit videos now.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
then
know
you
it's
see
crazy.
the glitch.
Yeah, I know.
And then they lie.
Yeah.
There was a glitch on Kim Kardashian when she was this campaign video and she's
no.
her finger gets distorted and then they blamed it on Instagram. They're
Yeah,
like,
her
oh, it
hips
was
pop
fine
out or
until we
whatever.
uploaded it.
Yeah.
Oh, it glitched because of Instagram glitch. Like it's like right when her finger's like going across her waist, like her finger elongates and glitches. You
well,
can so tell she's trying to make her waist even thinner. And
Well,
it's
to
just
sort of
like,
tie this into the movie, I'm curious, are these actresses already plus size actresses? Did they maybe gain a few pounds for the role? Was there any sort of bodysuits used at all? I got the sense that perhaps they were just already, plus size actresses, but I'm
it would
curious
be
to know.
sad if they hired like
A thin actress and
thin
got her to
people and
gain some
made her
weight
wear
for the
like
movie?
a suit. It's like you couldn't have found.
Well, that happens in the
someone.
West all the time, where actors will either gain a bunch of weight or
Yeah.
lose a bunch of weight for a role.
People get mad about it too. People got really offended because the new Matilda
Ah.
didn't like the headmistress. She like wears a fat suit or something. Like, there was
okay.
all this controversy about
yeah.
they were getting like
a
mad
thin
about
person
that.
to play a fat person kind of thing.
Or it was because the character was like a mean character. and they're
They
like,
don't want to
why
associate
does she have to
fatness
be
with meanness.
fat and mean?
Okay, gotcha. Well, I liked Matilda.
I don't know.
That was a good movie.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been slightly skinny shamed before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be, but it was like, oh, you skinny people, this.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I've
You
had
skinny
comments like
bitches.
that in real life.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just like, or someone just, making just bringing up again that I like constantly bringing up that I'm like thin or something.
Yeah.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
Gee, so look at that. You're getting shit thrown at you if you're fat. You're getting
I'm
shit
not
thrown
gonna
at you if you're
complain,
skinny. Gosh,
But I'm not trying to complain. I'm just
what a
sort of-
world we live in.
I'm saying it goes both ways
Yeah.
because sometimes like this. Also, the other thing was like the fat acceptance movement. Like there can be some of this energy where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, let's shit on skinny people or like
it
be
can
mad
kinda
at
go,
skinny
it can
people.
sort of
And even
flip the other direction.
Thinner
sure.
people, even thinner people are still self-conscious or like worried or thinking that they need to be more thin
Yeah.
or like they have their own problems too. Like sometimes people get this misconception too that if you're just like thin, like all your problems will be. It's like, oh, you have nothing to worry about. Like you're not heavy in that, but then like you can have other kinds of problems.
Oh, of course.
But like I'm thankful that I have a high metabolism. Like it is hard for me to gain weight,
Yeah.
but like it's honestly still something that like I still worry about my weight, think about food, like all the like I have kind of borderline like a bit of an eating disorder, I would say, or eating disorder like thoughts
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least. Like in high school, I like lost a lot of weight, like just looked at the scale and kept like trying to get thinner for like graduation. Just, I don't know, to
Yeah.
be more beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, let's just move on. This is a loaded topic.
Well, you know, I think
but now you guys know my thoughts.
it's something that strikes a chord, and I think it strikes a chord with a lot of people, in particular women. I think that this movie right here, shows that if you're happy and you're healthy and you're doing what you love, a few extra pounds isn't the end of the world. And
it's just the goal should be just separate it from someone's like worth. Like when you then try to tell people, oh, you have to be like
thin to be valuable
or happy at
something.
every side, like the body positivity thing doesn't really work necessarily. Like it doesn't, like I know you can't force yourself for one thing. For me, if I'm not eating well and I'm not exercising and whatever, and then like if I was gaining weight too and have like I just wouldn't feel good, and I'm not gonna just pretend and like psych myself, be like, no, I'm happy being this way or or someone who is a lot heavier. Like you can't just make them like, that's not, it's good to strive to feel good and health, and it should all just always be about health. So it's just like making it not this a sense of someone's like worth and deserving by their weight, but you can like, I don't want to be lied to too and have magazines being like, this is healthy. Like we wouldn't have like a super underweight starving person on a magazine.
I think
being
what
like,
I'm
this
hearing
is
like, the mother in the beginning, you wanted her, instead of saying like, do we have to hoist you up by what did she say, like chains or whatever she said, so to be a little bit concerned, but do it from the angle of like health and a place of like, not just like you're big and fat, you'll never get a husband that way, like which seemed to be her approach.
If you're concerned about like inviting them to like, oh hey, do you want to go on a run together, just to invite them to do activities with you, or encouraging, but like the shaming, the fat shaming, some people like, now there's a pushback because there's this like over this body positivity, like acceptance. Now there's like this pushback to where it's like, oh no, fat shaming's good and we should do it. And like there's people on YouTube calling fat people whales all the time. And some people think it's funny, but like it never works. That strategy never works. It gives people eating disorder. Some people might claim it works, but then I feel like then they have a fear of ever gaining weight. Like then they get an eating disorder. So
well, you know, I would keep chatting, but I got a meeting to go to in like 3 or 4 minutes. So we are going to do the world's quickest outro. That was fun though. Obviously it hit on some topics here. You guys know a little bit more about
I'm
Alyssa.
surprised Sean let me talk that.
Yeah, well,
long.
you know,
I just keep going.
Well, now I have to edit it, so we'll see what makes the final cut.
You're gonna edit?
No, I'm not. Anyways, click the button. We got to get out of here. All right,
Love
guys.
you guys. You know what to do. Sign it off.
Love ya.
Bye.